great afternoon here in Monrovia, Liberia. We are here in central Monrovia. We're on Kerry Street, and this is one of the most busiest and of course intellectually charged street in Monrovia, the Kerry Street Intellectual Center. I don't know what is the name of this other center, but I'm here to speak with Liberian citizens on the recently released statement by the U.S. Ambassador Michael A. McCarthy, and also the current cabinet retreat ongoing in Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. So we begin on this note. We're going to start with our brother before us. He's here to speak with us, and we're also going to find others around to talk to us on the issue. The U.S. government, through the ambassador near Monrovia, released a statement that outlined several things on the Liberian government, ranging from corruption, or how money allocated for centers in the county were not disbursed to them, and because of that, other centers in the counties are not working and the country are large. So before me, as a gentleman, welcome to Focus on Liberia Television. What's your name, sir? I'm always Nathaniel Esto Jr. Okay, Nat, how you doing? I'm doing great. Okay, it's great to be with you this afternoon. The time in Liberia here is exactly 4:16. That is our time, my time, in Monrovia. I mean, I'd like to talk to you on two issues. We begin with the issue of the U.S. Ambassador's statement. I don't know whether you read through that or you heard it on the radio. What did you hear? What have you heard?
Look, the guys who run in the country are anti-decentralization agents.
What do you mean by that?
They are a handful of criminals running a cartel. When I say anti-decentralization agents, you will agree that people who are against decentralization are people who are against the locals. When you're talking about decentralization, you're talking about transferring power from the nation to the county, from the county to the district, from the district to the chiefdoms, and from the chiefdoms to the towns, from the towns to the quarters. They claim to have passed the Decentralization Act in 2018. The whole process of decentralization started under the Unity Party government, when social development funds and county development funds were allotted to county. Look, we need to go, you journalists need to go beyond the ambassador statements. Everyone who opposing this government today, most of those who are opposing this government today is as a result of their actions.
The government's action. The
government action as a relate to being centralized, and as a relate to being a government of handful of kleptomania, a government of handful of criminals that continue to criminalize the country.
To some extent, do you agree with the ambassador?
I'm beyond the ambassador.
Okay.
Prince Johnson as a journalist, go beyond the ambassador.
Okay.
Prince Johnson broke green with George Weah. You got the government stole $7.5 million from the people of Nima. Today, he can't go to Nima any longer. He running to the very Bassa people. They also stole more than $1 million from them. So the Bon County people, the Weah government are also stealing. We have problem with Bon County today. Look, I told you as a journalist, you have to research.
Okay.
I'm not marketing innocence. I'm not manufacturing lies. I'm not manufacturing lies. As a journalist, you need to go to document. Go to the social development funds. Do an analysis on the very concession setting. When they put into power, they say the United Party signed $16 billion worth of concession Bukos agreement. The very agreement that they take Bukos. Go to Maryland County today. CIFA have paid more than $500,000. The Weah government have stolen it. The Weah government have stolen it. Although most of those counties you see breaking away from Weah today, it is because the government has stolen the social development. The United States government, let's go beyond that. Look at the road fund today. Look at the issue of the road fund. What was the attached significance of the United Party government passing that road fund? Was to ensure that a rural community, we bring rural community on par with urban community. A few days ago, the boys went to Afriland Bank. The boys went to Afriland Bank. They went to secure a loan. I told you the boys are a handful of criminals. We are a handful of men.
Those are officials of the government.
The issue is an issue of resistance. The cartel, the fast speak for himself. Those who run in the country are a handful of criminals. They clear. They are a handful of criminals.
You can refer to that.
Nobody who is not a criminal will go into the international community money without informing them. It's an issue. They don't have to be.
Is that why you
hello? Nobody who is not.
Just asking. Is that why you?
If your attitude is not responsible, we can refer to you as an elderly man.
Okay, go on.
We can refer to you as an honorable man. If you are a rogue, we do not dignify you.
What do you make of other Liberians who feel that the ambassador is meddling into Liberia's politics, into domestic politics?
Why will you
talking too much?
Why will you even ask that question? Why will you even ask that question when why will I ask that question when the very people stealing the social dividend? I'm from Maryland County. I know Gato Do died in Pribo when the issue of safeguard was being discussed. Who's stealing the social development fund today? Who's stealing the social development fund today? It's the very people that condemned that very concession yesterday. When Metal Steel Agreement of Empires, who condemned it? Some members of the CDC said that was Booker's concession. Who's stealing the Nima people money today?
Okay, whatever in your view.
Who's stealing the Nima people money today? Who's stealing the Nima people money today?
The history of the U.S. ambassador is he has always come down high on the Liberian government. Maybe it's just another form of giving, quote unquote, giving those who feel that the government has still given them more ground.
It's not an issue of giving the government ground. This is a government that came to power. I told you, the guys are a handful of criminals. The first thing they came to power, they decide to legitimize criminality. They start to give criminals $5,000. They start to give facing people for taking drugs. The guys brought themselves to the lowest. When people come to power and they start to reward people $5,000 for taking drugs, it means no individuals are also criminals. Only criminal people will do that. Only criminals will reward criminals for stealing. You will rob. Drugs is a crime under our law. Drugs is a crime under our law. The fact that we are initiated the process by giving $5,000 to people who are taking drugs, it means that was the beginning of criminality. It means we are prepared to steal.
What is the danger when there are allotment made in the budget and those money are not dispersed to the entities for which they were allotted? For example, in the U.S. ambassador's statement, he talked about $100 million that were allotted in the 2022 budget for hospitals across the country. Those hospitals did not receive the money. Then you also talk about the county service centers. 113,000 was allotted in the 2022 budget. Those money were not also dispersed. Because of that, the county service centers do not have printers. In fact, they are not even produced one marine certificate because the printers are not operating. How danger it is when there are money in the budget and those money are not dispersed to the entities.
But I legitimize my initial presentation that the guys are anti-decentralization agents. Okay. I told you from the very embryonic stage of my presentation that the guys are anti-decentralization agents, meaning that they don't want to pay. They want the people in rural Liberia to die. It means I told you the guys are rogues.
One of the hospitals reference is a Telewian hospital in Lofa County.
But look,
what do you know about Telewian?
If the guys can steal the county development funds, if the guys can steal, if the boys can steal the social development funds, that money allotted in the budget, they will not steal. Those boys are kleptomaniacs. Those boys are kleptomania. You have corporate gangsters running the country. You have a handful of gangsters running the country.
Have you any regret of having a CDC government in Liberia?
Look, Ellen Johnson Sally will tell you. Ellen Johnson Sally will tell you that I said no. I even said to Ellen Johnson Sally no. That's the level I went. Because I knew it clearly that you had gangsters masquerading in the streets, parabolating the streets of Morocco. Who, when they to steal, to the affair, when I told the former president, I will not do it. I will not do it. You can remember one of those people on the cycle one day, one of the Ellen Johnson government. I predated this. I am also predating the 2029. And attempt on the part of Liberia not to submerge this government, Liberia will be the next Haiti. You see the amount of drugs, the drugs cartel that emerging in every community and thing. The next thing that's going to happen, drugs go and arms go along with drugs. They just brought in more than $100 million worth of drugs. The next thing, once the place becomes the central point for drugs, the next thing that we're going to follow will be arms. When arms start to follow, Liberia will degenerate into Haiti. The Liberian people get no other option besides submerging the current cartel in 2023. And we clear.
What kind of response do you expect from the government in relation to the ambassador's statement? Do you expect any response from the government?
But what response can a rogue give when it's clear that he's a rogue? The guys are rogues. We are against us. I've told this official from the Liberian people.
Okay, so the president it's been reported that he was invited by the CIA. Up to now, we have not getting any response, any report on that. What's that take on that?
No. Why would the president reduce? Why would your country president be reduced to CIA? The junta leader Samuel Doe was giving red carpet welcome when he entered the United States. I don't want to talk about the Dorian Wellington. Ordinary CIA, you had your president. CIA are security people. You have the Attorney General. They can't invite the Attorney General. They can't invite the security chief. The president will be reduced to the level of not meeting body or meeting State Department, but rather going to sit down with an ordinary security chief. I speak to the fact that the guys are rogues. They speak to the fact that the guys are rogues. I told you we are a mean rogues. The Liberian people got no option besides submerging the cartel.
Do we look forward to more of these reports coming?
You're not talking about extrajudicial killing. You read the State Department report? Yeah. The next thing, the result is hunting down people. The people are here killing auditors and all. Look, let me tell you, I went to public sector. The GSC audited me twice. I'm not on any corruption record. Because of common audit report, you kill auditors. Because of common audit report, you kill auditors. But the State Department report probably extrajudicial killing. You know what extrajudicial killing is?
But no investigation has proved that.
There's something they call res issa lucete, meaning the fact speaks for itself. Okay. You see the man killing the man, you need to go to court. They call it res. Ask a lawyer. If they call it res issa lucete, meaning the fact glaring. You need to go to in our one. The fact there. The fact there. Look, the Liberian will get no option. But to crack the criminal cartel 2023. October 10 presents an opportunity of rescuing the country.
Would they report, would they statement from the State Department in any way affect the way of government re-election?
I am telling you we're going to prosecute in 2024.
The question I'm asking,
prosecution starts 2024. That's what I'm telling you.
Meaning they're not going to
prosecution starts 2024.
You prosecute.
Prosecution starts for the level of criminality that they have muted against. I am telling you prosecution starts 2024.
What I'm saying,
I am telling you today. I am telling you today that prosecution starts 2024.
How you do that?
Prosecution, the system. The Justice Department will be given the opportunity to do a work.
Which government will do that?
Which government? I'm telling you about rescuing the country, you asking me which government? I'm telling you about rescue mission, you asking me which government?
What is the rescue mission?
I am telling you about rescuing the country. It's clear.
It's the one Prince doesn't talk about.
If you see George, we are running from the Nima people he stole from, going to the Bassa people to say, even though I stole from you, but your daughter born me, I beg you, you forgive me. It means it's clear that you will be defeated.
Do you support the Prince Johnson endorsement for Bank?
No. We have stole $7.5 million from Prince Johnson people. We have stole $7.5 million from Prince Johnson people. Prince Johnson against the stealing of money from Nima County. I'm also against the stealing of money from Redland County. I'm also against the stealing of money from Safeguard. If Prince Johnson is against the stealing of the road funds, which 40 million, come to my house. I'm prepared to facing you. I'm prepared to facing you. Prince Johnson is against the using of the road fund as a collateral to get $40 million from African Bank and use it for personal gain. I'm also against it.
Meaning you support his endorsement?
It's clear.
Okay. You support the Bwaga election?
Look, Bwaga had the opportunity of running this of serving as vice president. He had other position in this country.
What do you make of people who say he failed? His government failed. What do you make of those who are always saying the Bwaga government failed? So therefore he needs no time to be.
Why you can't fail?
That's what they say. I'm asking you. Because you work in the government.
Hello? I'm clear. The very people who condemn the government yesterday, the very people who condemn the government yesterday are the people that are stealing from the development that the government produced. You talking about go to the road fund. It is a Unity Party 2016 legislation. Go to Metro City. It is a Unity Party legislation. Go to Safeguard. It is a Unity Party legislation. Have the government brought in any concessions that the Liberian people have benefited from, even 5,000 jobs? Of course, no. They turn the concessions are bogus concessions. Today, they've been reduced to roads. We are a handful of criminals.
Are you proud?
We are a handful of criminals to be prosecuted.
Are you proud for ever serving a selling government?
No, I have an impeccable character. Go to the audit report. Go to the audit report.
Someone will say because you don't get job, so you talking.
Go to the audit report. The We Are government sent me to say no, I rejected who agent. The We Are government sent me to say hello. The We Are government sent me to say no. The We Are government because I know because I know the people who are running the country were kleptomania. I know roads were taking over the country. That's why when they sent me to say no, I rejected it.
Okay, so let's talk something about the president having, or this government having its final retreat, a cabinet retreat. A cabinet retreat is being held every year when government decides to go back and look what are the programs are, what they've done, where are places where there are issues to have it corrected. We had it in 2018, we have it other years, we have the last one now, it became a Grand Bassa County. What do you mean by the retreat?
It's no retreat in Grand Bassa County.
What is going on there?
The people of Nima have flooded, we are out of Nima. The people of Bon County have flooded Nima, we are out of Bon County. We can no longer go to Lofa. Mangibi is gone, Maryland gone. We are gone card. We are in Bassa now, telling the Bassa women, hey, you know that your daughter bought me. I beg you, even though I stole from you, but you still consider me. That's what going on in Bassa. That's what going on in Bassa.
So no retreat going there.
That's what going on in Bassa.
So let me ask you,
that's what going on in Bassa.
What is the importance of a cabinet retreat for anyone?
I am telling you there is no cabinet retreat going on in Bassa. We are stolen. Look. Hello.
We have cabinet.
What is the significance of retreat? Look, the government operates annual, right? And every annual has a budgetary period, right? The budgetary period is divided into quarters. At the quarters, every agency is under obligation. The Ministry of Finance is under obligation to do a comprehensive report at the end of the quarter to submit the budget performance report. At the annual, you will normally converge to do an analysis on what they have done. But what is the convergence about? July, you will be on the ballot. The people have defeated you. We are is ambassador not because of what I've explained.
You are speaking because you are.
We are is ambassador not because of what I explained to you.
You speak this way because
we are ambassador. We are ambassador on his knees to the Bassa people. And you know that your daughter born me. They have to go for no retreat. And you know that your daughter born me. The Nima people don't want me. The Bon County people don't want me. Really don't want me. I stole from them. You got to take me from in the water before you can take your son from in the water before you be here. That's why we are in Bassa. There's no retreat because we have to be a candidate in July.
Okay, finally, how dangerous it is for Liberians of country to have all those kind of negative international reports. You talk about the U.S. State Department report, you talk about what came with the sanction on our officers of government, and other human rights report, violation of human rights, extrajudicial killing, and all those kinds of things. What do you make of them?
From the very embryonic stage of my presentation, I told you, you have a handful of criminals running the country. That's why I stood up against it. To the extent I told Madam Sally no. I told Madam Sally no yesterday.
Ministry supported the citizen. Can you say that?
It can't be a question. It's not a question.
I don't know.
I said no. As a superintendent, I'm not going to do it. I said as a superintendent, I'm not going to do it. I'm proud to walk the streets of Monrovia today because of that decision. I'm proud today that I had the opportunity to face this interview with you because of that decision. I'm proud today that I can sit before you today and speak because of the decision I made. I knew we are made at this level. And I am telling you all that an attempt to vote we are 2023, Liberia will be in the next 80.
Why?
Liberia, but you see the level of criminality. Drugs go a long way arms. Every community now get Zogo gang. The next thing is a lot of drugs going to be coming in. The next thing that's going to follow the drug is going to be arms. When they bring the arms in, when they bring the drugs in to protect the drugs, people will exchange fire. Clear? I said it, and we are where we are. And I'm still there again. We are a handful of criminals when we leave 2023.
You know the party to be Boga announced this is running with party. It's by running on Friday. We got two names. Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Senator Jeremiah Pankun, another senator from Nimba and Bassa. Where do you stand?
Look, the Liberian people are committed to rescuing the country.
Careful.
They are aware that Baga is leading the team. And they are aware that whoever he takes, they will follow. They trust a judgment.
Including you.
I trust a judgment. They trust a judgment, and that's a constitutional prerogative. And they are not challenging his wisdom. They know he's sophisticated. They know he's up to the task. They know he's a wise man. They are aware that he's leading the team.
Others say it's belated. Others are saying it's belated.
It's belated. It's better late than never.
Thank you so much. Okay, so this is Focus on Life. We're still here, and I'm finding other people. Yes. So let me talk to another young man. Welcome to Focus on Life. How you doing? Yeah, what's your name, brother?
My name is Prince.
Okay, Prince, how you coming on?
All right.
Okay, so we're speaking on the issue of the U.S. ambassador's statement and also the cabinet retreat that is ongoing in Grand Bassa County. I think you are aware of the two topics, right?
So true.
What do you make of the U.S. ambassador's statement? He traveled in few counties of Liberia. He wrote a report that indicts the country. He talked about corruption of money, county service centers are not functional, hospitals are not functional, money in the budget was never dispersed to those areas. What do you make of them?
What I make on ambassador to Liberia, the American ambassador to Liberia, everything he said was so true because we can see our country are falling. Liberia no longer going to the before. We are back. Same person, we are taking the power. But we, the young people, we are spoiling. We are spoiling.
How?
When they come to the hospital last year, when they come to George, for mesorial death, country is going. We are declining. Liberia now we've been going forward. Liberia is declining every day on a daily basis.
You feel bad about that?
I feel very, very bad about that. President, we are need to go. And we will vote for president. We will vote against president. We are coming to the 2023. We're making a one-time president. One-time president, we're making one-time president. Because
who are you going to vote for?
I'm from the LPP, Councilor Congo.
Okay. You think Councilor Congo can become a good president?
Very good president. He have good character. Everything he on Councilor Congo. You met who? You are justice.
Okay. So the statement from the U.S. ambassador, how dangerous it is for Liberia as a country. How do you think it's going to, how it's going to appear for us when it comes to our image in other countries? When you go there, you say I'm a Liberian from Liberia, and then they read what you're doing to your own country. How do you look at that?
For me, it's a good president because if Liberians on our side here in the diaspora, when they hear it, someone they will change. They will change. When they get the image. It's not bad thing what the American ambassador say. It's not bad. We need to change with the young people. We need to change with the Liberian. Corruption is a number one thing in Liberia. Corruption during a lot of time, man. Anytime, corruption will minimize. But same person, we are taking the power. Corruption has increased to 1,000%.
How you know that?
You can see it. All the first is corruption.
It passes all over.
All over the country. Look at the country. Hardship. We see what to eat and achievement. Eating is an achievement. Look at all the young people we are sporting. I'm telling you, 80% of the young people are sport. You are push. So we can make sure we move person. We are in the power.
What do you call kush?
Kush. They don't get smoke. Drugs. Serious drugs. So if we not move person, we are in the power. We the young people will sport. We the young people will sport. So we'll make sure 2023 we'll make person. We are one-time president.
Okay. The president and the cabinet ministers and other heads of government, they are in Bassa, they are in Buchanan, they are currently on the cabinet retreat. Why do you think you're going to come from out of the cabinet retreat?
All of them that went to the UN cabinet meeting and the minister, all of them that went to Bassa, all showed nothing good with you about the president. We are knowing your win as president. In 2023, you're not going to come out to cabinet meeting in Grand Bassa County. You're not all represented, all of the cabinet meeting, all of them are criminals. You know you can win.
They are your leaders though.
Yeah, I'm a leader, but they are not doing the young people, they are not doing the people well. They are so bunch of roles.
Are you frustrated?
And now I'm frustrated.
But the way you talk like you are frustrated.
No, they are not frustrated.
Maybe you're not working at all.
The revolting I'm working. Okay. I'm doing a piece of private work.
You're not in government?
Yes.
What?
I'm not in government. The revolting must be done. As a leaders, the revolting must be done to help the city. Same person, we are coming to power. We are not being one single, you know, because single for us to bring it, for the young people to work and the people to work. Nothing. The only way you get the young people that always meaning and lose that meaning.
In 2017, did you vote for President Weah?
Yes.
You did vote for President Weah?
Yes.
So because of that, you are bitter?
We are so disappointed in him. Because he told with the young people, he told the Liberian people, he a PAPD. The stories that bring people here, PAPT, we the young people, 10% where will be demand call. The fool the young people.
What did you see in President Weah at that time? What about him?
Thank you very much. At that time, we see President Weah 2005 the president who taking us to young men and all. We take President Weah we born here in Chibata, so we taking us to young men and all that. If he take us as president of Liberia, he will change some dimension. But in lack of in full us. We know that he ate curry, we know that he ate bread, that all the time vote for him because he born for Chibata. But so it's a contract of person we are. He's so tell us saying I'm born for Chibata, he born in America. So we disappointed in him. And we that disappointed in him will make sure we will bring him out disappointed, we will vote against him 2023, we will make him one-time president.
Okay, so to some extent you say you agree with the US ambassador 100%?
100%.
Wow.
100%.
He said there are some all the county centers he visited, the printers are not working. They are not produced one marriage certificate yet. And the reason why those centers were created is to make sure those documents are printed there. But the people that didn't get money, the government get everything sad.
Now see, look at the hospital in Liberia. You pay a lot of hospital, no good medicine is. You say we get a military hospital. When I left from here, I went to Ghana to go do my checkup. I saw how hospital, they say the military hospital. Go GFK now where we come. No hospital in GFK, go GFK, they'll get a piece of shit for you, right? They say go from my hospital, go to the other hospital. Pay Penny Hospital, all no medicine is. So President he's a one-time president. We'll make sure we'll move for presidency in 2023.
Thank you. What is your name again, my brother?
My name is PB from LPP.
Thank you so much. So can we talk to another person here? I'm still here. I'm on Kerry Street. I'm finding people that can talk to my camera. This is Focus on Liberia Television Live. We do this all the time. We speak to young people or Liberian citizens. We also speak with others who are interested in national issue. Another gentleman here. Welcome to this live interview, my brother. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. What is your name, man?
My name is Alfred Q Focus. Alfred Q Focus.
Okay, Alfred. Welcome to. You said?
LPP Bell.
Oh, from LPP, Liberian People Party.
Yes.
Welcome to Focus on Liberia Television Live.
Thank you.
What do you make of Ambassador Malcolm McCarthy's statement on Liberia?
McCarthy saying that the government of Liberia has found some opportunity on the financial issue.
Okay.
It's funny, it is true for me.
You agree with the U.S. ambassador?
Yes.
You agree with me?
Because it's not strange.
Is it because you are an opposition? Is that why you agree with me?
No.
Why?
Sometimes I do my economics analysis.
Okay.
I do some analysis for some of the government. So many things about development growth are not unconscious. Yeah. And in development, economics, there are three objectives that the government has to do for the citizens.
What are those three objectives?
These three objectives, they are very important.
What are they?
I will just summarize some.
Yeah.
One, talk about food shelters, clothes. Two, talk about freedom, job opportunity. Inflation is something all around the country. And these are not all of us. And since President took over, really, I admire President our time is very in the power. But really, he changed the dimension of the movement. So, after this enchanted, we feel really. And I think because we are doing this, what the government is doing, the cartel that is around him,
do you think the president is being ill-advised by people around him?
Yes, because
you think so?
For me, even though he getting advice from people around him, he's a human being.
Okay.
He got his own decision. Sometimes for a scenario, if you get a scenario, after doing this, I have to say that we analyze some issues. If that is right, but I think we are information for those people, then okay. And he forgetting to know that for that economic development issue that we discuss, he is the head. He's taking the blame. But those are behind the cartels, we don't even know their names.
Do you think the statement by the U.S. ambassador will further hammer the re-election of the citizen government?
You know, with the Liberian, we go like a wave.
What do you mean by that?
Before we got our slow, we came up and came up with this kind of typical character or this kind of adjective attached to any other community, they cannot move like them. If we love it, the time reaches for you at some time. So I don't believe that pushing any kind of politics like this is that. I don't think that it's a movie. The only thing we will be pushing towards our growth and other capacities of our learning.
Even though you support the statement, but you believe that it doesn't have any impact or effect on his re-election, that's what you say.
So what?
I said, even though you support the statement by the U.S. ambassador, but you believe that it doesn't have any negative impact on President Weah's re-election.
Because for we the upper, at least we that went at a high level of education, you can understand that for those at the lower level, those because according to statistics in Liberia, it's more illiteracy than the educated people. And the illiteracy people, they are more for Weah if you were to do analysis. So it cannot move them. But for you and I, if you see the reality, you say, but this is better. But those are behind there, that behind us, they cannot understand the reality. So they will just say, the other men are behind there, and how do you do this, and this one, and child rocky, and this, and so that only our one, we are alone. So they have a perfect.
Is that a serious problem for us?
This is a serious problem in Liberia. This is a serious problem. So we have the conscious of other people that know they run around, means our friends, our parents, our mothers, our brothers and sisters. Let us take the one-time president.
Others are saying Ambassador McCarthy is meddling into Liberia's politics. He's talking too much. What do you make of that?
Really, I don't say international politics. The international politics. McCarthy being here, he is here for our purpose. McCarthy being in Liberia, he is here for our purpose. He is the ambassador for America. So maybe that's the functions that he is playing in our politics. Because any ambassador come here, he will not go to Hallelujah Church, he will not go to the mosque, he will always involve in Liberian politics. So the being in Liberia, any ambassador being in Liberia for America, just have to take part.
What do you make of the cabinet retreat that is currently ongoing in Basel, in Buchanan City?
Cabinet retreat, really, for me, people are using the perception. We are when there, they go and bring students. For me, it's the main government. If they go for cabinet meeting, they want to cabinet retreat in Buchanan. It's what we see on newspaper and all our media. So I cannot use my own perception, lie with the others that we want them for students or one more to go.
What do you expect to come from there?
The reason of going to cabinet meeting for me, I don't know the reason.
What do you know about cabinet meeting? What do you know about cabinet meeting? What do we get from cabinet meeting? Why do we go for cabinet meeting?
Some cabinet meetings, they don't have a specific generic purpose. Sometimes the government is sometimes falling back. Sometimes if the government is not functioning well, sometimes if maybe the president has some problem with some cabinet workers or some of the expertise, can call the cabinet meeting to advise what is going on and what is going right and let them move on. But really for me, I don't think that we are going to Buchanan for the election process to break the back of it. I don't have any problem. Even though I'm in opposition.
You are in opposition. But do you think you prefer, if your party doesn't win, you prefer a Weah's leadership? Do you think so?
You say what?
If your party doesn't win, if your party doesn't feel President Kennedy, President Kennedy rather, or if your party doesn't win, you prefer the citizen leadership?
I will win the election.
Yes, sir.
We will win the election.
Who you bringing? Who's aspiring? Who's Kennedy?
Congo is
He's going to win the election.
And he will be the next coming president for the
Okay.
We will win the election.
Thank you. Your name again?
African Moses Fox.
Okay, Alfred. Thank you so much, Alfred, for speaking to me. So, folks, we're here. Let me speak to the last gentleman here, so we can. Alright. So, my brother, welcome to Focus on Liberia. How you doing? What's your name?
Abel King is my name.
Okay, Abel. We come to speak with Liberians to get their views on the U.S. ambassador's statement. I think you read it. He pointed out a few other things. Some of the things we took interest in though is the non-functional hospitals, county service centers are not functional, and, because money in the budget were never disbursed to those centers. On the overall, what do you make of the ambassador's statement?
Well, for me, if you know me by face or on the political scene, it's not something strange to me because for me, I've been engaged in the problem. The massive corruption in Georgia-led government too much of order. Nobody doesn't want to do anything about it. This is when we talk, sometimes some of us get party, but when we talk, they say that opposition. No, it's not about opposition or being in rule, but what happening into the country that will make the masses suffer and die. That's sometimes. But what really made me happy is that in a statement of the American ambassador, he said, I'm not only ambassador for Monrovia. More often, that when ambassador them from NASA or the Western World or other countries, when they come, they sit in Monrovia. Sometimes they send agents, other areas, but now the agents sometimes it will be good, you said go there. And that's what he does. The man went, he traveled through the 15 counties, asked questions, go to the hospital, other area, and solve it for himself. Now we have defenders, other people they can be defending, oh, the government. You were not here when people better protest in redemption for medication. You are not here when blind people protest because of health. We are challenging, and government. And he spoke about the money that the legislature put into the budget. At the end, the budget is supposed to function based on the money that was put into the budget. But now nothing. People suffering. People dying. Daily basis. Paracetamol said not in hospital. Everywhere that problem. And when you discuss it, President William doesn't want to listen. Some people that in the legislature doesn't want to listen. They do their own thing. But tell God thank you that now we the ones speaking again that the U.S. ambassador.
You think what does Malcolm McCarthy want to have gone to other counties? I mean, going all over, going Liberia and other places. What does he want to see? What does he want to look for? He went to the Television Hospital. What does he want? Is there something that he wants? He pushing to bring out? What do you think?
Yeah, look. The people spend their money, look, the Bible say, or the common saying, why you put your money like play your money? Each time the man speaking, sometimes when he speak, he's not the first time speaking, right? Sometimes when he speak, you know when Jacob Mandela when he speak, so you can know your wrongdoing. I remember when the European ambassador spoke about death, the next morning, Jefferson coaching MCC, then they were all over until they started trying their best. Sometimes when the people speak, they want for you to apply effort. But the man has spoken many times, there is no effort. Corruption. If you can remember, I just listened to OKFN this morning that somebody was on OKFN news that because of 500 US, somebody doesn't afford in JFK. If you can remember, a man was they charge to JFK hospital, I don't know, second or third floor. Poor man, have family. Government hospital that the money people and the Western people get money for you to take care of the people. They charge a man $700. While they left the man left on the bar, the man looked down and he said, but wait now, the people can charge me $700. I think they were all right now, I can join down, the man go join down, he died. He thinks that okay, because people let the religion last, everything. No, that corruption killed him. Bad government killed him. Our president doesn't listen to us. While people dying, while they kind of situation and go on, you see in Desi Buka. You see saying that in car. You look at a dress code. When you leave out, when your people not happy, no.
Do you think the president is not listening?
Happy.
You think the president is not listening?
The president, to listen is different. To take it in and act upon it is different. they just want to use politics. I'm always saying it. Even the great Bill Gates will get all the money in the world, all the richer men. If the richer man become president, for example, in South Africa, he will not use South African money because you cannot use South African people money like that. Look at Jacob Zuma in jail. But yeah, anybody from anywhere can become president. You will never touch your own money. You will touch our money based on our limitation. Some people defending their situation. But say God thank you, the ambassador come to our rescue.
What sort of reaction you expect from the CDC government? Because this is against the government now. The ambassador statement. Do you think they're going to react to it? If you think, what sort of reaction you think going to come from the CDC?
There are some people, they only look at their side, but they look at the reality. They are meeting the men now. And the other time the men spoke, they say they talk about recalling the men. Oh, they say, oh yeah, the men making go, the men left government. That's why the men went all around. Other people look, the UN ambassador or the American government shouldn't mind few people that will say that they say the country already know. Especially we the Liberian, based on our limitation and the situation, we really know that we're suffering. Another man go all around and say when you get food money, you eat go, but then he say I'm enjoying. Our limitation. We are suffering. Other people come to our rescue. President, we are in already. What do you do? Nothing.
Is it a good thing for Liberia as a country to always depend on foreigners or foreign ills or international community to come to your aid that you say? Is it a good thing?
If we do the reporting, they will not come to our aid all the time. You want to be that in Rwanda for what? You want to be that international aid depending on the people get serious government.
So why are you calling on international community? Why are you calling on international community?
The international community, one of the reasons that when they come, sometimes when they discuss the issue that the only time our government can be strong, that the time government can take action. But when we go to the point, our thought to be nothing, and we fought war for 14 where we of course I saw it and partake, and we of course I don't want to go there again. What brought the war? Corruption. You're not listening to people. You doing your own thing. Now what brought the war? And we of course we want that problem. And what prompted the war? We will continue to do it, my brother. No God forbid in our one, God not in our one. Almost that you squeeze somebody to the wall. We of course will not pray for him. So we want that thing to be minimal.
Finally, what do you make of the cabinet retreat that is in Basel now? The president and the cabinet ministers and other heads of government are there discussing issues about the country. What do you make of that?
Cabinet retreat, they call it cabinet retreat, a CDC retreat, party retreat, nothing correct. The people doing how to strategize how to win election, the way other people not supporting it, how to bring the other person on board. Now what they doing? Nothing. There are so many cabinet retreats. What been coming from them? The last cabinet retreat, I know PACC board, they call him, they put fear in his left until they make one VOA BBC. Cabinet retreat for you to say to your president what happened. Somebody you look at and PPCC board, then you tell the message, the memo elaborate for something the 5 minutes. The whole country problem. LSCC. Then the memo discuss the issue, the country issue for 5 minutes. Can you imagine you mean business? No, but
who do you support?
Other people now won't know, but I live with them. But for me, how you will take care of, how the general system, you will transform things, how you will employ people. Because we are suffering. You know the business are doing, deal with the economy. When the economy down, I can get a job.